Sway in the morning. I'm talking to one of the most solid figures, pillars, and I'm not even just going to limit it to hip-hop as a culture, but in the community. One of the most solid, uplifting people I know who has such a tremendous story, and to see him rise to triumph at this stage in his life, man, lets you know that life is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Absolutely.
And who you were 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 15 years ago may not be who you are today. Sometimes it takes going through that shit you went through to get to where you are
It really
today.
does.
You're a prime example of that, Joe. I watch you all the time. You and I have had a few conversations. Everything you say you're going to do, you do. I see you talking at the community. I see you out there being accessible to people. I see you being a liaison for artists as well.
That's right.
I see the person, the man that you've been evolving into, man. I commend you for it, man. And I think what stands out most for me, Tracy G, is every time I see this guy, man, he just smells like a fresh bottle of cologne. I don't know what it is. Come on.
He smell
What's
expensive.
that?
Hey, y'all.
They smell expensive.
You know, I used to go with my wife, right? Back in the days when it was cool to be with your wife everywhere, I used to go with my wife to all these meetings, and I would meet with Tommy Mottola.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy Mottola is a living legend, y'all, if y'all don't know, right? So every time we would leave the meeting, my wife would be like, yo, that man smells so good.
Really?
He smelled like he just bathes in oil of Olay. Like, and I got jealous one time too many, and I stepped my smell game
stepped
up.
up. There you go.
Yo, it's because of Tommy Mottola, baby.
That's all you need
I
to
tell
do.
you. I had to step it up. I got
wow.
jealous. I was like, yo, all right, I'm going to figure this one out.
When did you start dressing differently? Because I remember when Jay and everybody started wearing suits, and that was kind of a switch for everybody in the game.
With me, I don't know, man. I've always, I don't want to glorify it, but showbiz fat Joe, we was hustling since we was 12, 13, 14 years old just to get fresh kicks and all that. So we always been into fashion and being fly, but I got a thing. My accountants don't agree, but I feel like I gotta die fly. That's part of my goals in life. Like if some people they write like today I'm gonna. So one of my goals, if I could write a chalkboard every day, it'd be like die fly.
Die fly.
Yeah.
You gonna look good when it happens.
Now we gotta look good when it happens, and then when you come there, you gotta be like, damn, that nigga look fly. I know they gonna throw some Versace shit on me or something. You seen the Emmys last night?
Yeah, I saw the
You
Emmys.
seen the Versace guy?
Yeah.
You see him walk up in that pink tux?
Yeah.
That boy was lit. I was like, damn, that nigga fly.
Fly.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that's I gotta die fly. In fact, Joe is here, man. Joe is here, man.
It's my last breath.
It smells good and look good. Oh, man.
I was in jail. It was only 4 months, but part of what was going on there is my wife would come in and sneak me in the new cologne every visit. So you know how they do the little the free
samples?
cologne, the samples.
Yeah.
So she would bring me the samples and shit. You could really get in trouble for some shit.
Yeah.
But at some point they already figured out, yo, this nigga gonna smell good.
Right.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I'm walking down the hall, cops was like, yo, you smelling like flowers again. I'm like, they knew it wasn't no Dove soap in that motherfucker. This nigga got contraband. He found the way to sneak in the cologne. I have to.
Wow, so Joe is here, man. We're going to talk about family ties in a second, man. I got to ask you, too, you brought up your accountant a couple of times, so that lets me know you're close to your money.
Oh, yeah. It's different.
And you manage your money, obviously, properly, so which surprised us, and I know you've had to talk about this story about Scott, what's it, Spinner? Spinner?
Oh, the young boy?
Yeah. What can you say?
He was a little kid. I liked him. He used to sell sneakers, and I thought he was a good guy. There's the one time I let my guard down because I thought he was a cool dude. And the worst part is I was walking around with the kid for like a year and a half. Nobody told me he was a crook.
Okay.
People knew he was a crook and he was robbing people. Nobody said, yo, Joe, the nigga, he ain't no good. Nobody told me that.
Said nothing.
Nobody.
Like
I'm around everybody. He done robbed a bunch of people, and nobody told me, yo, Joe, he ain't no good. I would tell you.
Yeah.
He ain't no good. Like, I'll be like, yo, Sway, not for nothing. It's on you. But that guy over there, he's no good. And then you make your choice.
The decision what you want to do.
Yeah, and I go by a person's track record. If nobody talks shit and he don't, if somebody who never talks shit about nobody pulls you in your ear and be like, yo, that dude ain't no good, take his word for it.
Take his word.
So nobody told me. So, I started the store with this guy, and we partners, and a lot of money is missing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was almost becoming embarrassing because if to open a sneaker store, you can't get a Nike or Jordan Connect. It just don't happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Michael Jordan himself vouched for Fat Joe to get my store uptown.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan himself said, give him the plug. And this kid, I'm looking, this kid is stealing 150,000, 80,000. Like, this guy's killing me.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at, so I grabbed the kid. I said, yo, you my partner. You stealing from yourself. You're stealing from yourself. How do you steal from yourself? So I gave him every opportunity.
How do you respond to that?
He's just a kleptomaniac. He's a thief. He's a diabolical thief. There's just no way around it. He don't know how to stop. Like, he robbing a nigga now on his way going into jail. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing he could do. It's nothing I could do because it was like, so I was like, yo, you know what? Let me buy you out of this. Like, I still, at that point, I was like, yo, I'm going to give you a couple of $100,000.
Wow.
Get out of this. Because every time he's stealing, I got to pay.
You got to pay
I don't
back.
wanna-
You got to pay the debt.
I can't look crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Michael Jordan vouched for me.
Yeah.
So if he stole 150,000, got to be Fat Joe the rapper, pay 150,000, 80,000. This. So the last straw, I'll tell y'all something that nobody knows, but the last straw was Christmas time. This guy's too smart. And I knew I couldn't hurt him because I was going to go to jail for this because they was watching him anyway. The feds locked him up. He's going to jail for 3 years. So I couldn't hurt him. Sway, this was very bad for me.
You sound like
No. This was very bad.
Yeah.
Had I heard him, I might be saying this story with a smile. I couldn't hurt this kid because I knew they was watching this kid. And I wasn't going to send none. Part of being a leader, you ain't going to send your mans to jail. Like, you going to jail, right? So Christmas time, he had the code. So he diverted. We was waiting for these Space
Jams?
Space Jam.
Oh, the sneakers?
No, this was
No,
the cheese line. This was the sneaker of the year.
Yes, yeah.
The guy diverted the FedEx account to go to Jersey to where he lives.
No!
So they delivered like 200 pairs to him. And Christmas Day, the so-called #1 store in New York City, didn't have no Space Jams. So not only he stole maybe 150,000 with that, I had to, straight up, I shouldn't be saying this publicly, I had to go to Foot Lockers and buy three pair all around so I could front like I got it at the store.
Yo.
You hear what I'm saying? Yo, Sway, it
damn.
was some shit going on there.
Well, all on during
All
Christmas, because then the Foot Lockers ain't
There
all
was a
got 'em.
line outside the store waiting for the Fat Joe supposed to have the dopest store. So we had to go all over that morning of and gas niggas in Foot Locker. Yo, I'll give you 200 for them sneakers. Yo, I'll give you, so we can have 20, 30 pairs so we can be like, sold out. Like, Meanwhile, all this shit is happening internally. And then, so the feds bust him because he robbed too many people.
Is he trying to sue you now?
And then,
No, that's what I read, man. What the?
yo, we can't wait. We can't make this shit up.
Man, I was how
How
is
he going to jail? The nigga suing me. I'm like, yo, how did the nigga who stole from me? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something that's even more embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
embarrassing.
but you
No, I'm
handled
gonna
it
be-
well. You
I'm gonna
handled
keep
it
it
well.
real. This
Okay,
is very
okay.
embarrassing. So now, so the feds locked this kid up, right? So of course, with no cooperation from Fat Joe. Fat Joe has nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I didn't testify, press charges, nothing. I can't do it, right? But this is so incredible. They sent a letter to my accountant's office for Mr. Cartagena of 1-800-VICTIM Services. We know you've been robbed so much. There's a hotline where you can call for help. Fuck your mother! Hey, yo, Sway, this Joe Crack. 1-800-VICTIM. Call. You've been robbed. And the next day, this nigga sues me. I'm like, oh, no, you can't make this shit up. It's only in America.
Only in America.
Yo, only in America.
Joe had to get help, man.
No, the nigga sent me to 1-800-VICTIM. My account called me. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? No, because you've been robbed for so much from this guy. It's a victim hotline. And then the next day, I'm looking at, and then, I guess media is just so sensational out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Fat Joe's ex-partner is suing. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, and I said too much here today, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but I don't really talk much, but about certain shit, but.
What it feel like being a victim, man? That's a flip side for you.
Yo, I'm a victim.
Yeah. How does it feel? You need therapy?
1-800. Nah, man. You know what I mean?
It's a learning lesson.
Losses and deaths, I deal with them the same way. If it's a loss, I don't dwell on it. I sweep it. Mm-hmm. I've had my sister died, a bunch of my closest friends. I have no choice but to be like, I can't dwell on that, or I could fall into the sunken place.
Yeah.
So if I sat here and be like, yo, this nigga robbed me for $500,000, that's how you. We just got to keep working.
We got to keep moving.
Yeah, you got to keep working. And money's going to always come, man. You know that.
Yeah.
You've been getting money a long time, Joe. And I've been counting your checks. You talk about a nigga who been watching somebody, man, you might have golden dreadlocks under that. Your shit might be gold-plated, nigga, platinum. Yo, every time I say, a new show on MTV. And with your host, Sway, I said, motherfucker caught another check. This goddamn Sway. He killing these niggas, man. He's destroying these guys.
No, man, I'm just a beacon of light, man. That's all I am, Joe, a beacon of light, man. Shit, you been getting money a long time too, Joe. Yeah. It's been different though. Your money different.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Come on, I'm
a little flashy, but
you go on Joe's IG page and then look at the contact for booking. You got to look at all this stuff. You got to look at all this stuff. You can see the title page. You got to look at this stuff, man.
We're here for Night School. Kevin Hart, Tiffany
Haddish. That's the movie.
Man, I learned so much from these guys.
What you learn being on the set with them?
It was crazy because I started out with Spike Lee, She's Gotta Have It, season 1.
Yeah.
So I was on like 3 episodes. And everything I do, you've been acting. And everything I do, I like really, really, really try to be the best at it. So I stay away from my family. I lock myself in a little hotel room, not even fancy, and I practice and practice and practice. I ain't got no crew with me, no entourage. Practice and practice. So I did that. And then so Spike showed it to Malcolm Lee, who's the director of this, and he's his cousin. And he was like, yo, Joe is Bobby. So they had me audition. That's how I got the role in Night School. But when I went to Night School, and I seen how Tiffany Haddish, Kevin Hart, and Al, and Romney, all these, Rob Riggle, they were running circles. Like the things they were doing and the way they was improvising and all, I was like, oh, you could do that, you could do that, you could do that, you could that. And I was just, I'm soaking it up.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from these people. And then I went back to She's Gotta Have It season 2. And Spike told me, yo, you MJ, you got the green light. You're on 9 episodes out of 10.
Wow.
And then so while I'm acting there, they're like, oh, my God, you killing it. But it was because of what I learned from these guys. These guys, like.
What would they do on set? Would they rehearse in front of you? Or?
My man, they was killing niggas. Yeah. Like, it was like if they ever dig up the tapes that ain't in the movie too, it's like, it was, all right. Kevin Hart is pound for pound the biggest black comedian on earth. Right now. I'm not talking about Richard Pryor. I'm not talking about
Eddie Murphy.
Them guys are like, you can forget about it, right? But right now, that guy's selling out stadiums, right? Then you got Tiffany Haddish, who's the biggest black girl comedian. That's that. Right now. Right? Nobody's bigger than her right now.
At this moment.
Nobody's bigger than her right now.
We don't count Whoopi and those guys?
No, not right now. Right now.
Oh,
no, they're legends. That's a Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Whoopi is.
She passed.
Forget it. Whoopi, Monique. We can mention a bunch of them that was incredible.
Yeah.
But right now, nobody popping like Tiffany.
Haddish. Yeah.
And it was like 2 bulls. Like they was like, boom. Like, let's see who the hell is funnier. Let's see who's really popping. We hip hop. We know it's competition.
Yeah.
You got love for Stretch and Bobbito, but it's competition.
Yeah.
So they going in there, boom, boom. And I'm just sitting there trying not to laugh. The camera's on my face. I'm like, and meanwhile, I'm like, oh my God. They said, man, it's a scene that they didn't put in the movie with Kevin Hart act like he was high. He's on the chalkboard, and they got the camera on the chalkboard. He's just sweating mad bullets. He rang shit all over. He go back to the desk. He go, boom, and she come up on him. boy, you're tweaking. He's like, you're smoking crack. I got crackhead cousin. Nah, this shit. And it would go for 30 minutes. Like, they wouldn't say cut. They would just let them go.
And that wasn't even in the script.
No, they was just doing so much shit. Where I was just like, it was so much improv. And they was taking it somewhere. So they got the Spanish guy. His name is Al Madrigal, right? Who's one of my favorite roles. And this nigga, boy, him and Kevin Hart got beef. I can't tell you, before they go to night school. So everybody's in night school because we fucked up. We trying to get our GED. And they asked him, and he was like, you know, I'm trying to be a dental hygienist. They said, what? A dental hygienist. My love is to be a pop star. They go, oh, like Enrique Iglesias. No, like Justin Timberlake. Or T-Pain. Nigga, I want to piss on myself, man. I want to run out that room so fast. That shit was so funny. Yo. I want to run out of there. Like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Then you got another dude, Romney, who's too woke. Yeah. He's too conscious. Excuse me. He's too conscious. And he's saying the craziest shit you ever heard in your life. No, you guys ain't woke. You guys don't know. And it's the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. It was just too many funny. Then Rob Riggle, he's like the white boy. The minute you see his face, he ain't even got a joke. You already know.
Start laughing.
He's going to be, he's like a stepbrother. Like from the movie Step Brothers. Like he's one of them white boys. The second y'all see him, y'all like, oh no, this nigga turned up.
He's funny.
He on that white humor. You know what I'm saying?
White humor.
He on that white humor. Nah, yo, that white humor different. You know,
it's dry and sarcastic a little bit.
And you just laughing at niggas, but it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. What was it like for you though, man? You surrounded. It's like another. Obviously, you've acted before, but it's a new phase for you.
This is crazy. Well, me, this is what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rap forever. Even though I keep dropping them heat rocks. We got Attention with Chris Brown and Dre right now. But
Attention, you got to pick it up. We playing Pick It Up here on Shade 4-5.
So it's like
the mama joint is real deep.
The mama joint is serious.
Before you go into are the lyrics in that first verse real?
All real.
So your mom had cancer?
My mom's had cancer. She had 1% chance of surviving, and she survived. Thank God.
She survived that.
20-something years later,
Your brother
and my brother went blind from getting high.
From getting high. Was your brother the plug too?
My brother was the plug.
Y'all gotta hear this song. Like you know, we could have did a whole half hour on that song.
He was the big boy. He was the big boy, and he fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? He got high on his own supply. Biggie told him, and so I never got high. Yeah. So I learned. You know, you can learn from everybody else's mistakes. And, you know, my brother, part of the reason y'all like me, y'all don't even know, is because I learned from my brother. My brother was the real Don. And he taught me everything about, you know, doing business and being, you know, he was always straight up. I don't care what it was. He never was $1 short for nothing. I learned that from him, how to do business with him. But, you know, the guy, he was in drugs, man. We went to drug programs. We beat up every drug dealer in the neighborhood. We ran in every crack spot. We ran in and he wouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Till now, he's blind.
What drug was that made you go?
Oh, man, he was getting high. I don't know. My brother used a lot of drugs, man. And it's one of the saddest things I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? All the way up is #1. I had a concert in the Bronx. They never let me do a concert in the Bronx, by the way. I did a concert. It was about 30,000 people in the middle of the park. It was probably the biggest day of my life. Yeah. And so I seen everybody I ever grew up in the park, 30,000. It was like Yankee Stadium in the fucking Crotona Park. Crazy as shit. But my mom was like, go see your brother in the hospital. Go see your brother. When I walk in the hospital, the nigga's blind, B. That's like, you understand? It's some other shit. So I grabbed the nigga and I'm like, yo, what's up, Joe? He was like, oh, Joey, what's up? And he can't see me. So the doctor was like, yo, you know, the nigga blind, if he stay off drugs, he could get some of his sight back. So I'm like, yo, June, you heard that. So you come to the house, be with mommy. Mommy, you know, we cook for you, clean for you. You ain't got to do shit. Yeah. Get up, watch TV. You ain't got to do nothing. You retired, you chilling, jump in the pool. And the nigga said, nah, I'm gonna press my luck in the Bronx. And I said, and of course, he just really lost everything.
He lost everything.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was just like, yo, when he told me that shit, I was like,
yeah, he was sick at that point. He couldn't break it, right?
Nah, you can't. The drugs, man, drugs fuck niggas up. The greatest minds, the greatest everything. So what I tell niggas is just don't even try it, because you might like it. That's the problem.
That's the
with
problem.
drugs.
You're gonna like it.
Because you might like the shit.
Yeah.
You might try it one time and be like, oh, shit, this shit is... And we seen niggas lose. You see what the Best Testament, we saw the movie for Scott Storch.
Yeah,
Scott Storch had $89 million. You know, $89 million? Like, who could waste that?
Yeah.
Like, how can you run out of money?
It's hard to spend $89 million.
It's fucking hard.
to
Like,
spend
I don't know how much cocaine. I don't know what could you do with $89 million. Like, yo,
Yeah.
And to see somebody.
You snort Mount Everest. That's a lot of money.
These niggas, man, let me tell you something about Scott Storch, man. These niggas, like, he has so much respect for me. He never got high in front of me. Weed, yeah. You know, I don't consider weed high.
Yeah.
It's like a modern day cigarette or some shit. But I'm talking about cocaine.
Yeah.
These niggas said I would be with Scott Storch for 8 hours on purpose, like being a piece of shit, like making sure these niggas don't get high. I'm sitting up in there. These niggas is mad at me. But when niggas is mad, furious, bitches in the corner like, you know, the fun killers up in here. I don't give a fuck. They said the second I would leave, all right, Joe, we love you. Lock the door. Boosh! Niggas throw a crack, a key in the air, like, diving on the table and shit. Nigga like, he's gone. Nigga like, yo, oh my God, yo.
Like it was confetti.
Yo, niggas was like, nah, it's 89 million. This ain't no regular money.
Happy New Year.
Niggas was going,
Yeah.
boom!
Yeah.
Like LeBron James. Niggas said the second I was gone, niggas was
Yeah,
diving.
it was New Year's Eve every night.
Every
Every
fucking night.
Every night.
Every night. So, you know, you lose it all with them drugs,
No,
man.
that's
So
real
I
bad.
always learned it. I'll tell you a quick story. This is why I really know, right? I used to like this girl, man, many years ago. Very many years
way
ago.
before
You
the
know,
wife.
I got a wife way before the wife. Yeah. Pretty chick, and I'm go at her every time. 100 times in a row. I see her at any club in the Bronx, anywhere that yo, let me holler, It's beautiful. And one day she said, tonight's your lucky night. Holy shit. I said, yo, I'm about to smash. I've been chasing this girl forever. She said, yeah, but you got to get high with me. Oh. And I was like, nah, mama. I ain't never doing that shit. She was like, nah, I know you don't, but I want to get high with. Let's get high. I was like, I ain't getting high with you. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew I chased this chick for so fucking long, and I could have hit, but she was like, you gonna get high with me? I was like, fuck out of here.
It didn't happen.
Crazy. I won't do it. I won't.
That's Joe right there, man. Get that man a round of applause, man.
Your work, y'all.
Look out for the movie.
Night School. The single is Attention. Me, Dre, Chris Brown. See
That's
the
a big
video.
song, man. That's a big song,
yeah,
bro.
we fighting. We gonna
You got
keep fighting.
you one, man. Yeah, well,
Nah, we gonna keep fighting. You know me, don't stop. The album, I'm gonna tell you something on this show. It's 2 songs away from being a classic. 2 songs away. This shit incredible. The Family Ties album. I promise you, when you hear this album, you're gonna be like, holy shit. 2018 probably the best year for hip hop. In many years, for the type of hip hop we love.
Yeah.
You got the Nas, you got the Pusha T, you got the Drake, you got the Carters, you got we've been Nori shit. We got some good shit.
Eminem,
Eminem.
Yeah,
we got good shit. You understand?
It feels good.
It feels great.
It feels great.
So for us to throw a hat in the ring, shit got to be incredible.
Yeah, but you got. Like when people, if they ain't heard the Mama joint yet, pick it up. We play here. So excited. It's another banger. So far, you're on a good track. Man, I can't. Matter of fact, when the album drop, come up here. Let's do a track by track. Let's just go through tracks.
Let's do it. It's too crazy. It's too crazy. It's too crazy.
Love you, Joe, man.
Love
Give it up for
you
Joe,
more,
man.
son.
Come on, man. Always
Night School, September 28th. Come to the movie theater. Come to the movie theater. I'm going to be in there, too. I'm going to be checking y'all all over New York, making sure y'all came out.
You going to buy out any theaters in the Bronx?
We already did. I need you to come do the Q&A.
When is it?
This Thursday.
Oh, shit, man. Damn.
No. I told him, Sway. They told me like this. They said, who you want? I said, I want Sway to do the Q&A.
Fuck,
Thursday?
Thursday,
Like, what about this one? What about that one? I said, I need Sway. It's in the PX.
Shit, I don't know if I could do.
If you can't, then I'll understand.
I'll let you know tonight. All right.
I promise you, I'm gonna be running down on everybody in movie theaters in New York.
Okay.
I did that when the Gotti movie came out,
Yeah.
even though the Gotti movie was like trash. But I love John
what?
Gotti.
Yeah.
No, I love the story, the shit. I was the first nigga in the John Gotti movie. Like, like, I was waiting for some shit, and the shit was trash.
It didn't happen.
But I ran down in movie theaters at the Gotti joint. He was like, "Yeah, Joe, you ain't like." You know, it's going to be one of those. So just be ready to see Fat Joe pop up at a movie theater near you on the 28th.
There it is.
do
Fat
something
Joe,
like
ladies
that
and
in
gentlemen. What you say, Heather?
No, you should do something like that in Jersey. We got a fly dining movie theater out
You
there.
got the
That
eye
shit-
picking
yeah,
Fort
we
Lee
could-
all
yeah,
over.
yeah,
You got
them
the
shits would be
Riverside.
fun.
You got it's
West Orange.
West
Yeah,
Orange. I know
Flower.
all about that, man. You know I'm a
Everybody be in
movie
Jersey
buff.
sway.
I love
Everybody.
movies.
Yeah.
And you won't be disappointed. Recently, I don't know if I should put it on blast, but I go see all the movies. But I was waiting forever for this white boy Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I ain't really love this movie.
You
like
saw
that.
it?
Yeah.
You didn't, it wasn't what you wanted it to be?
The soundtrack
Fire
was
Stick.
dope.
Yeah.
Fire Stick. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't. Like, I was disappointed. Like,
Shit,
white
should I
boy.
go see it? Like, I was going to go
You
see
Fire
could
it.
go
Stick.
see it, but white boy Ricky could have been so much better.
Because you know the real story.
Yeah, it could have been like, I was looking at it, I was like, and they went.
Uh-huh.
The white boys and the black guys and the Spanish, like, it was lit. The movie theater was sold out. Like, niggas was waiting for white boy Ricky. Like,
But
you
the-
know,
yeah,
like,
but-
nigga, I guess the white people want to see a white boy Ricky, like,
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
through.
yeah.
It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Damn,
Alright.
man. Hey, y'all might, you know, DB, he does movie reviews every week. He might have to get Joe in here to do it one with you, man.
Yeah,
Do
that
it
Oh,
was-
yeah, I watch movies. I watch everything. Don't Mama Off the Train, everything.
Yes.
Give it up for Fat Joe, y'all.